It was the kind of night when even the trees seemed afraid. The wind screamed like it was carrying forgotten stories, and the rain felt endless. In that storm, I was just a boy, lost searching for something I couldn't name. Saw a small light flickering in the distance, a cabin, standing strong against the chaos. Something about it pulled me in. Maybe it was hope, maybe just warmth. Either way, I walked toward it, with a shaking heart. The door opened. An old man stood there with a lantern in his hand. He didn't ask who I was or where I came from. He just stepped aside and said, "Come in, son. Storms don't scare those who've survived them." Sat by the fire, soaked to the bone, heart heavier than my clothes. I whispered, "I've lost everything. My dreams were dust, my strength gone, and my spirit empty." He placed a warm hand on my shoulder, and said gently, "Loss isn't the end, my boy. It's often the place where truth begins. What you've lost may not be what you needed at all." His voice dropped to a whisper. I once lost my family in a flood, thought I'd never laugh again. But pain, my friend, can be a teacher, and time has a strange way of helping us find purpose in ashes. I said, "I tried everything, nothing worked. Everyone left." He looked at me, not with pity, but understanding. "Maybe the storm didn't come to break you," he said. "Maybe it came to clear your path." The old man lit another lantern and smiled. "Do you know why I light these every night?" I shook my head. He said, "Because someone, somewhere, is wandering in the dark. A small light might lead them home." I asked, "You lit this one for me?" He smiled again. "No, I lit it for anyone who feels like giving up. You just happened to find it. Or maybe it found you." I stared at the flame. It was small, quiet, but somehow it burned louder than the storm. In that little flicker, I saw something I hadn't seen in months: hope. The storm outside began to calm, but something inside me had already started changing. I didn't know what the future held, but I knew I wouldn't face it the same way again. He looked at me one last time and said, "Pain will return, storms will come again, but now you carry a light inside you. And that, my boy, changes everything." The next morning, I stepped outside. The world was wet, broken, but quiet. My heart was still scarred, but now it beat with purpose. I was no longer just surviving, I was beginning to live. As I walked through the trees, I held the lantern close, not because I needed the light but because I wanted to be the light for someone else, just like he was for me.